Film Threat starts now in Vegas. Oh my God.
Alan! Wow, you've got to get a handle on your drinking.
No, I did not drink that much. I did not drink that much. I was just drinking hard seltzer.
Yeah, I know.
I'm so, dude. It's not that I'm tired. The night before I came here, I didn't get any sleep. And then I got here. I went to lay down to take a nap. And then, hey, come on, there's a pizza. I'm like, can I have 2 hours where I just sleep?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and then we went to eat out after the meetup, and even I'm like, oh, I'm home way too late. I'm back at the hotel way too late.
Yeah. No, but it was great. So, it was a great night last night. We're gonna go over it in a second.
Yeah.
I was gonna go to the comments. Hey, well, I see you all. I see. X-ray says. There you go.
I was hitting random comments now.
Well,
here we go.
Yeah.
I am become Death Destroyer of Words. Film threats. That's right. Haggy is finding this fun.
No,
somebody is wasting.
Yeah, you know, I know myself on the drinking. This isn't drinking.
I know.
Tired, and I would just sleep all day today if I didn't have to do this. There you go. All right, we're gonna get into a few things here. Here we go. Starting with the Film Threat Party in Vegas, Alan. It was a lot of fun. Tell us.
That was incredible. Yes, it was our first Film Threat meetup in Las Vegas at the Millennium Fandom Bar. You know, I was talking to Gary, but it was like, you know, a lot of the times it just feels like you're talking into the void, and you get like good confirmation from the chat, and it was just amazing to finally meet everybody. The Legion of Memers gave me a little packet. There we are. There's us as the Quantum Mania team.
Oh wait, let me see.
Yeah, no, yeah. Zoom in on.
Sorry, Alan.
Yeah. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Cool. There we go. There's me and my daughter.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. I'm really. They're all leaning in hard on this Flash Gordon theme.
Oh, that's great.
I think there's you and R&B. There's Paul. Love Paul there.
Oh my God, I love it. That's a serious man.
Yeah. And I think there's you and Paul. You and Robert.
Oh, and Rob. Oh my God. I'll send that to Rob.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's awesome.
Oh, I love it. And then here's another photo of you and your daughter is right here. Well, your daughter went hard last night. She went hard last night. Let's see. Wait for it. There it is. There it is.
Yeah, there we are. With my little bling there.
The bling. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah. Wait. And so this right here. Oh my God. There's another one. This is it. She brings Dishonor Vegas. Dishonor to Vegas.
Yes. She loves that shirt you got her.
Oh yeah. I thought she would love it.
Yeah. I got to actually talk with my son-in-law too.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
And he took us out to breakfast. So I'll show you what it was like to be there. I got a couple of videos. I wanted to talk over this because there's music. So
yeah.
What the hell?
Oh I mean, you could turn it down too.
It's like I did it twice. It's like I hated the show twice. I'm on TV.
Yeah, they were showing us showing the live stream on the video.
Everyone is going mad. Wait, I recognize you.
Well, that happened. I kept saying you take pictures and videos.
I did. You know what it was? It was like I took all these pictures. I got all these selfies with people, and then realized, oh, that wasn't my camera taking selfies of me and everyone else. So if you got a picture with me, please send it to me.
When we're in person, I'll send to you. Okay.
Yeah, but there were I took a lot of selfies with people, and yeah, send them my way.
Okay.
Hit me up on X.
Here we are at the Film Threat meetup here. Yeah. Here's everybody. Wow.
God. Oh no!
You gotta do that again. You got excellent. You gotta do that
again. What's it like to be here? It's great. Whoa. Hey, how's it going?
What was that?
Type some music.
I don't hear music.
I don't hear it. Let's nice and loud. All right. Well,
yeah. I will tell you, if you're coming to Vegas, last night was the best time to go because you had access to everybody.
Yes, it was a Tuesday. And yeah, tonight there's another meetup, the FNT meetup, and it's 100% full on the RSVPs. So I know it's going to be crazy if you go. So show up early and often.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever that means.
So yeah, no, I just want to thank everybody. People brought gifts. People brought they were just so gracious. I was really humbled by the whole thing. Like I just couldn't. Alan, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, no, like I said, to meet people, to put faces to chats. You know, again, it's just you know, we sit here, we sit in our homes alone doing the show. Yeah, and it's just amazing to meet people. Even like at the cons we go to, WonderCon in San Diego, and this is just a chance to really be able to have a conversation with people, with y'all out there.
Right. So we are here for CinemaCon, and Alan and I will be going right after this. We're going to CinemaCon, but we just are going to go through some news stories, some things going on. Here's a couple things. I want to kick it off with this, and get. Oh wait, where'd Alan go?
No, I hear you.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Getting some Kleenex.
Yeah, why? What are you going to do with the Kleenex? Alan?
See, I do the runny nose thing.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. I need your opinion on this. Here's a video. I'm going to play it for you.
Okay.
Walt Disney's creative philosophy. We've talked a lot about Disney, how the whole company has changed quite a bit. And here's a video that was unearthed about Disney talking about his creative philosophy. I'd like you to comment after you watch this video. It's about 50 seconds. Here we go.
Were your films principally designed for children?
Well, no, you have to appeal to the adult, or, well, the adults have the money, the children don't have any money.
But so that there was nothing childish in your intent?
No, we sort of design the films to appeal to ourselves. Yes. And we're our own censors. Within the studio group, if we do something that isn't right, we hear from the various members of the staff, it just isn't right. You can't do that. And I never test a film beyond the studio. course, I have enough employees there that are not actively engaged in the creative phases that they would be what I'd call a non-critical audience. They'd be closer to the public. So I test my films with my own people. But I enjoy making all kinds of films.
Alan?
Wow, an old white guy. The rantings of an old white guy. I mean, just listen to him. Yeah, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Letting people watch it and talk about it to appeal to adults. That's not dumbed down to children. Yeah, old white guys. I tell you, they don't know anything.
Would you have a serious comment?
No, not be serious. This is like what we've been talking about. It's like the opening comment there of how we don't dumb down movies. It's for adults because they have the money. You know, that's what I said about Kong versus Godzilla X Kong. You know, it's like you don't. Yeah, it's for kids, but you don't need to dumb down these things for kids. You can actually tell good stories, and I think you're talking Walt Disney, who created the first animated feature. You know, it was for children, but he was speaking to adults in it. You know, and it just seems like today that's the whole thing. It's, you know, why should we listen to these old white guys who've been in the trenches, you know, who was doing this stuff 100 years ago, and we fail to realize that there's great wisdom behind that.
How do you think that compares to the company now?
Yeah, I mean, who are they appealing to? I mean, it's just they've got the message they want to tell, and you know, it doesn't. You know, we the fans are an afterthought. You know, the idea that you know that they think they can make money by just shoving aside the fans and telling a modern tale, you know, for a new story for modern times. It'll be the downfall of this company when they realize that, you know, at some point the money's going to run out, and unfortunately Disney's too big right now to feel any financial pinch, and the more they shove us fans who are more than willing to shell out our money, the more they push us aside. You know, the further the spiral will begin. You know, one thing I wanted to mention in the D-Files was that, you know, Jennifer Lee came in and she wanted to make Wish to honor the legacy of Walt Disney. But the problem is all the events leading up to that point, she had pushed aside all of the veteran animators and artists, the people who knew the legacy of Walt Disney. She got rid of all of them, and then she tried to make a movie that was supposed to be honoring Walt Disney, and there was no one there left who knew how to do it, and that's why you got the crappy movie that Wish was. And it's I mean, we talk about this every week. Everything we loved as a child, everything we loved growing up, they've taken it over and they've turned into something that we hate.
Right. It's sad to see. Another thing happened. I got to show you this, Alan. I saw Gone with the Wind in theaters. Gone with the Wind came out as a part of a Fathom event, and I love that movie. I haven't seen it on the big screen since I was a kid. I've seen it, you know, on video, but I went to the theater, saw it, and they had this in front of it. Now, this isn't what they actually had in front right here. It's a little disclaimer. Okay, this isn't what it is, but they had this paragraph. It said something different. It says this program includes negative depictions or mistreatments of people or cultures. These stereotypes were wrong then and are wrong now. Here's the difference with Fathom events. That sentence, these stereotypes were wrong then and are wrong now. It said these stereotypes were racist then and are racist now. I was like grabbing my phone so I could take a picture of it. I missed it. And then I looked it up. It's not anywhere online. This one is from Disney. So this is actually, I found this, but the phrasing when I saw the film at a theater in, from Fathom Events, and it's not Fathom Events' choice, okay? It says these stereotypes were racist then, are racist now. It felt very uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And, and I'm looking at it and like, yeah, of course there are wrong moments, but if you're a human being, you recognize that they are wrong. Now, if you are sticking with this philosophy, going forward on other movies, do you put up a disclaimer in front of movies like Taxi Driver and say, murder is wrong. It was wrong then. It's wrong in this movie. These characters are murderers. This is like when you look at like every Scorsese movie about a mafia family. What are you going to do? Crime is wrong. It was wrong then. We are going to, if this is where we're going, you are going to put this warning in front of every movie, because characters do bad things, but we recognize they're bad. Your comments, Alan.
Yes. I'm not surprised, but I'm just saddened that we've come to this point. When I dig deep into this, it is the subtle removal of history. Sure, we did bad things 100 years ago, 200 years ago, 500 years ago, thousands of years ago, and this is more or less the next step before you start burning books. You start destroying, or removing old stories or stories of the past. Yeah, we are people. We've evolved over time. Our views of morality have been shaped over the centuries, over the millennia, and it's if I were to put the conspiracy hat on, there just feels like an attempt to remove our past and to teach this generation, what we believe is right and wrong today. You can, the depictions of people were racist, but oddly enough, it was probably normal at that time, and that's how people acted. And to cast judgment on it, on our history, it's a very dangerous thing.
I'll just say that there are a lot of movies where people are racist in their behavior, but the point of view of the audience to look at that and say, just to see it and it's wrong. It's the point of doing it sometimes is that discussion. Like the characters in Godfather or Goodfellas, right? They do bad things. Are you going to put a warning in front of that saying these characters are doing bad things and they're not? I mean, where does it stop? Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, I mean, history is so important. It is so important to understand where we came from. This is okay. So Wicked Little Letters. We talked about the diversity. It's 1920s England. You have an Indian woman who's a police officer. You have a judge who's black. It wasn't like that then, and for us to pretend that it was diverse in 1920 and not talk about the racism of 1920, not talk about where blacks and brown people and Asians were at in 1920 is, again, we're rewriting history. Look, I can go. Someone had me watch The Reluctant Dragon on Disney Plus, and I was pretty shocked about some of the Chinese stereotypes that were in that movie. But it was also, to me, it was also an indicator of where the Chinese were at, in 1940s, America at that time, and to see how Walt Disney viewed it. I would never claim that Walt Disney was racist. But that was the way Asians were at that time, and rightly or wrongly, his depiction, I felt a little uncomfortable by it, but it was also a reminder to me of where my grandparents were at when they were in America at that time, and as much as I might have felt uncomfortable about it, it was important for me to know and understand the context and the history of my family at that time.
Let's go to the chat. Let's go. Alan, can you read these? I'll put them up on
Whoops.
screen.
Oh, sorry. Oh no.
What?
Okay, I accidentally banned someone, and because the thing moved on me, and I apologize. I meant to star your comment, and I accidentally banned you, and hope you will probably know. So I will apologize now. Ah. So, anyways, Scott Christy Jones became a YouTube member. Thanks for joining us.
Here,
I don't know who it is. Yeah.
And like, just read them.
Yeah. Snurfoo. That screen will come to mean that movie is actually going to good. LOL.
To be good.
Okay. From JD SCO 37. It's like saying this is a bad movie and you're bad for watching it. Absolutely. Okay. Davina Duckworth. They should put up a disclaimer saying their movies are wrong now. By the way, did you see that Park Place pointed this out? But did you see what's happening with Aladdin on Disney Plus?
No.
Okay, so Aladdin, the cartoon, the Robin Williams masterpiece, obviously has negative depictions of Persian people, and there was a fight for this since the movie first released. So that's no surprise to anyone. So when you watch Aladdin on Disney Plus, there's a disclaimer like you showed. But not only that, if you are a child and you have your parents set up an account for you on Disney Plus, and you enter the Disney Plus platform under the child's account, you cannot access Aladdin because it is restricted for children.
Yeah, that would have been good to mention during our Disney segment.
Yes, well, I just thought of it now, and you should be one to talk. All right, Judicon for $10. Hey, Alan.
No, wait. Let me stop you here. Say Judicon for $10. Thank you.
Thank you, Judicon, for the $10 super chat. Hail, Chris and Alan. The Film Threat meetup was awesome. It was great to meet you, by the way, Judicon. It was a pleasure to meet both of you. Chris, be sure to exercise wisdom and discernment when using your N pass.
Yes, thank you for that. Thank you.
See you two at the FNC meetup tonight.
Nice.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, thank you. You gave us an N pass. So there you are.
I gave you an N pass.
Comment here.
From Georgie Girl, children are intelligent. When you say it's for kids, you're insulting their potential to grasp complex thoughts and ideas. And now we're adults treating them the same. 100%. Extra Girl, good morning, Dad. Good morning, daughter. I know. You're from Albert, not a retro. $2 Canadian. Thank you very much. Okay, relax. I'm here. So the show will be good. Yeah, we waited. Thanks for getting here. I'm a farty little daddy for $2.79 Canadian. Thank you. Joker trailer thoughts. I think it looks dope AF.
We're going to talk about it shortly. We'll talk about it.
Okay. And then from Davina Duckworth, it sounds like Chris had a fun overdose. Yeah. I know Chris wishes that's what it was. And then Nick H. AH, will there be a Film Threat Nooner crossover? Not today.
Yeah, we decided we're going to do Hollywood on the Rocks, and then just we're going to do stuff this afternoon. So so no Nooner today.
Yeah, and you'll need to carve out a nap moment in the afternoon. Oh, and then from Pilgrim Media for $2. Awesome, thank you, Chris. Your angry rant going around the internet.
Where?
Which one?
Yeah, which one?
Yeah, which one and where? Yeah. By the way, they were playing episodes of Film Threat at the Millennium Fandom Bar, and so it's great to see myself and you everywhere.
Right. Right. Let's see.
By the way, Ms. B. Coffee, was Bonita Beach 312 that I accidentally banned. So if there's a way to fix that.
Is there a way to unban somebody?
Unban, yeah.
Yeah. We are going to talk about this on Friday, but Alan, I want to get your non-spoiler, just basic thoughts on Civil War before we do our full review on Friday. We're going to wait until Friday. But
Yes.
give us some thoughts because people are talking about it.
Yeah. So you and I saw it together. I remember just as the movie was starting, I looked on X and saw Grace Randall's review, and she hated it. And then she just goes into just a few details of why she hated it. And I remember I leaned over to you, showed you her tweet, and said, "This is going to be a really good movie."
Yeah.
You know, Civil War, it's not a movie that you expect it to be, and I think that's why it's pissing off a lot of people. And I will describe these people as in two camps: people who like to think, and people who need things spoon-fed to them. And this movie forces you to think, and it doesn't spoon-feed anything to you. It forces you to watch the movie and come up to with your own conclusions. And it surrounds basically basically the political cultural war we're at right now, and that war between the right and the left. And what Civil War does is it, although there are sides killing each other, it doesn't assign a party to the side. And I feel like when you watch this film, the moment you assign a party to one side or the other, this movie drastically changes on you. And I think this movie more or less it describes the future that we're headed to if we don't learn to talk to each other anymore, or in healthy ways. And so, yeah, you know, the constant question you're going to have is, so whose side is this? Who are the good guys? Who are the bad guys? And I think that's why most critics hate this movie, because it doesn't take a side.
Yeah, the movie doesn't tell you how to think or what to think. And that makes people uncomfortable. So good. It should.
Mm-hmm.
So, and what you're seeing is so violent and shocking, especially in the third act, is shocking that
Saving Private Ryan type violence here.
Yeah, war, and what war is really like in terms of the level of violence, people, the cost of war. And when you see that in America within iconic buildings and iconic places in America, you know, in Washington, D.C., it's gives one pause. Everyone at the screening we were at, they were very, they were like, it was dead silent for the third act. Everyone applause, and then people were quiet and just quietly walked out, like usually you hear chatter, people talking or laughing. And it was like this somber walking out of the theater. It was very strange.
Yeah.
It was very strange.
Yeah, I mean, we actually talked to like two other critics afterwards.
We did. And it was very interesting. So just to preview this, and like it's not just some thoughts. We'll get to it on Friday. We're gonna go deep on Friday. So cool. All right. A couple of things I want to discuss. The Joker 2 trailer. Who has seen it? Yes, I have seen the Joker 2 trailer. I have more thoughts about this. I may want to save it for something else, do a proper, but I know we'll get copyright. This is why I hate this.
Warner Brothers is that way?
Yeah, they don't like, yeah. So, well, here's what I'll say. A couple quick thoughts. One, I think it's going to be great. I think this movie is going to be incredible. Perhaps as good as the first. The first movie, parts of it were like in the mind, in the head of Joker. Parts of this will appear as if it may be in the head of Harley Quinn. But it also seems very heavily influenced by One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
We got that.
Yes, and also a movie called New York, New York, directed by Martin Scorsese. Musical that bombed at the time, but was very influential, obviously, to Todd Phillips. The movie uses cover songs, so there aren't any original songs. But I believe that the cover songs will be ironic, will be heartbreaking because of the context that they'll be used. Meaning they'll be used as with a sense of irony. So there you go. And I don't know. I saw it. It's a teaser, but I gotta say what we saw, I really liked, especially the ending when she draws a smile and his face slowly kind of goes into the smile. Yeah, that was awesome. But yeah, really, I heavily influenced by One Flew Over the Cuckoo's. If you know anything about One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, that movie was very influential for why insane asylums were shut down and they were let out into the streets. That's why why we have so many mentally ill people that are homeless is because of that movie. So yeah.
Yay.
So yeah, Alan, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I saw it on a phone, so I haven't gotten the full. I saw it on someone's phone. The trailer came out,
Sure.
and we were all watching it at the fandom bar on phones,
Right.
and so part of me is like, well, I think I got the gist of it, but I do want to see it on something larger than that. It also reminded me of seeing the first trailer of the first Joker movie, because a lot of it was what is this, and I think a lot of us were talking about how this movie's not going to do well, how this is just not what we think it is, and I felt the same way here, but in hindsight, knowing what we know about the first Joker movie, you feel like, yeah, I may not understand what's going on, may not be super impressed, but what the sense I got was, but it feels like it's in good hands. And what we saw, I think I'm excited to see it. I remember that last moment when Harley Quinn draws the smiley face on the mirror, and I thought to myself, well, that looks stupid. And then the Joker transforms and is like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
So I think the trailer did a good job, and I'm excited about it. I think, because of the success of the first movie, I think this will go well.
All right. I appreciate that, Alan.
You're welcome.
All right. A couple more topics we're going to get into.
Now, say my name.
You're Chris Gore.
You're goddamn right.
Yeah. Hear that?
Pretty good there.
Couple things. Maybe we can read these. We'll get into these stories.
Yeah.
More news here. Here we go. This is from Ted Hope's. I have two stories from Ted Hope's Substack. I want to go through them. They're very relevant to what's been happening. And let's go. Ted Hope is a producer, and he's produced a lot of indie movies like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, among others. And Ted is very respected in the industry, and he's also does a lot of things where he's a good positive influence in terms of being blunt about the industry, but keeping optimism as his central focus. So here we go. Everything is all a part-time gig now. Alan, you want to read this?
Yeah, it's been a while since we've had a Monday morning movie musing. Longtime readers will remember when MMMM was a regular thing. The news of the week has been a bit wound up, and thus brought it back. You saw the jobs report, right? Although 303,000 jobs were added, broadcasting and content provider jobs plummeted 2,300 by 2,300 to 341,500. Movies and sound recording jobs caved by 2,600 to 438,400. Are we preparing for the AI takeover? We still have that to look forward to, too. Let's see. In trying to help producers find the path to a sustainable life, I counsel all aspirants to find a side hustle aligned with their goals that helps them earn while they learn. Perhaps you read my prior post on the 12 new side hustles that are most needed in our FKA, the film biz, so-called industry. I am shifting that policy a bit. I think it is wise for all of us who are currently and previously employed in these content mines to adopt that practice. Which of course begs the question, why would anyone with half a brain choose to enter the field now by choice? It is unstable, unsustainable, inhospitable, and unfair. 'Tis a pity we love it so. Excuse me. I was texting with a friend who shared, this is a film shooting where I am in Brooklyn.
There's a film shooting.
When I'm in Brooklyn, I spoke to the key grip and he said, I don't know anyone on my team that considers this full-time work anymore. We're trying to figure it out for the first time in my over 30-year career. I don't really have a full-time job, the grip continued. I'm tired of having a great... I'm tired of hearing how great... Let me see if I can make this... No, I'm not going to play around with it. I'm tired of hearing how great the economy is. I work so hard to make movies, but there really is no future for us. I don't understand why no one is doing anything about it. We, the folks that drive the creative economy, have all become gig workers. We are just a step up from fast food workers, holding down Burger King, McDonald's, and Chuck E. Cheese all at the same time. Oh, and did you see Apple just laid a bunch of folks off? Yep, that's there too. Another friend told me
there's that too.
Okay. Yep. Very small on my end here.
Oh, should I make it larger? Or
no, it's mine. I have to.
You have the link.
Okay, let me. Oh, here we go. I'm going to full screen layout. Okay, here we go. I got it. Let's see. Oh, yeah. After a friend told me how happy they were to get their sub $4 million film financed, he's been on it 3 years, I think. They will have producing partners. They just assume that as producers, they get 5% of that budget. That's about $200,000. Let's just say the next year is production and post. Yep, year 4. That's year 4. Since it's an indie, let's say they do my recommended long and slow distro approach. A year of festivals, year in release. 6 years later, baby. Granted, not all are intense as production, so you can get a little on the side. But 6 years all in, without healthcare, without payments for year 1 through 3. And remember, there's only a partner to split that fee. Or there's also a partner to split that fee. $100,000 over 6 years, $16,667 a year. They say a family of 4 needs to make at least $318,406 a year to live comfortably in New York, according to a new report. That would mean you only have to produce 19 such films a year to make such a normal life work. Whew, easy peasy, right? Maybe they could sell one of the kids to make up for the deficit.
Yeah, well, it goes on, and we'll put a link in the description to this article. But here's the bottom line: that gig filmmaking now for production people, it's a gig now. Mm-hmm. Like DoorDash or whatever. You take a gig, you work for a couple months, and then you're unemployed. This is very concerning. And the fact that even the most optimistic producer, Ted Hope, is saying this, that is kind of scary. Scary for a lot of folks. So what are your thoughts, Alan, as you bumbled through the read of it? I can't read it right now, so
I know. Yeah,
I'm
and
fun to talk, but
I know. And unfortunately, I'm on my iPad, so I'm like looking at it really small letters.
It's all good. It's all good. So, but you got the gist of it. The gist of it is that people like in the industry it's gone full gig. It's frightening.
Well, that's one of the things the WGA strike was fighting for, was to not make it a gig economy anymore. That people could make a living wage.
Yeah.
And as much as they say they succeeded in the strike, they hadn't, because they didn't get that concession out of it. I'm looking, because I hadn't really thought about it until reading it, but how do you make money now off of movies, especially a producer? You talk about all the time, but all the money is going to the studios, and there has to be a new way of kind of approaching the way filmmaking happens, especially at the indie level. And I just, again, Hollywood's not that dream. If you're going to make a film, if you need to make money off of it, you've really got to go in smart. You've got to be that business person. And I think a lot of Hollywood today are just people who think that they could just do their job, write, direct, be on set, and that's going to be enough. And this is a warning to say, no, you've got to have a plan. No one owes you anything.
Well, he also made another point that he recommended, in the first few paragraphs, he recommended that people have a side gig. Like, look, I'm working on, I have a movie I'm finishing now. I have another movie I'm about to start. My side gig is Film Threat. That is my side gig. So even I am, as much as I like to call myself a filmmaker, right? Because I've made movies. You are watching my side gig right now that I benefit from, and I'm very grateful. But I have to do a side gig.
So, I have to do a side gig.
Yes, side gig to supplement.
Yeah, so. I mean, I love doing Film Thread. I love talking about movies. I love supporting indie film, but I need a side gig.
Yeah. Well, I'll even take a job if somebody offers me hey, can you do this freelance? Can you yes, sure. If it's something that I'm okay with, I'll do it. But no, but things are getting better for us at Film Thread. Don't feel bad for Alan and I. Don't feel sorry for us.
Let's just say, I mean, the whole point. My point was, it's a business. Yes. And we've grown the business. Sure, we would like to have grown it faster. And at the same time, there's certain realities. We're not going to make millions upon millions of dollars doing Film Threat, but it is a business. Yes. It's a viable business. Yes. Yeah. But it is a viable business that we've grown over I joined on in 2017. That's 7 years. We've from where we started to where we are now, vast leaps have been made.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the chat. From Pilgrim Media, I can't read. Chris,
I know. From Pilgrim Media, for $2. Chris, what is your hangover from a level 1 to 10?
Let me. Chris, Pilgrim Media for 2. Thank you for the 2. It's not a hangover. I was talking to Alan before the stream. I'm dehydrated. I did drink water. And I drank last night, not very much. I had some, hard seltzers, but I am dehydrated. I feel sick, but I'm not, I'm okay. Don't feel bad for me, but it's not a hangover. I didn't sleep the last couple of days. So this is just exhaustion and being dehydrated. And thank you for tolerating my, I'm doing my best right now, but
Viva Las Vegas. From Razorburn for $5. Thank you. Razorburn. Chris, you're visiting my museums. You visiting any museums while in Vegas? The Punk Rock Museum, the Mob Museum, or Zach Bagan's Haunted Museum? Also, Roberto's Taco Shop is a must.
No. I'm gonna do CinemaCon. But the Punk Rock Museum I would like to see because I've heard of it. So, but thank you for that. Thank you.
Yes, and I believe someone from FNT actually went to Roberto's Taco Shop.
Oh, nice.
It was on the feed. From Hey, it's me in HD. Sounds like Hollywood is finally getting a reality check. Well, the rank and file in Hollywood are getting the reality check. The executives in Hollywood are doing just fine.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to a serious man member for 1 month. Thank you. Or hell hail, Frank Gore and Emperor Ng.
Frank
was at the meetup last night. I was giving out gifts, and thank you to you, serious man. Yeah,
Frank.
Here you go, Alan. Go ahead.
Yes, from Nerd Cookies. Hi, Nerd Cookies. Did you get to see the Mickey 17 trailer? Hearing good things about it. I have not.
Right. Okay. I can look it up. I have not seen it. I'll look it up. So
all right.
Yeah.
All right. From Bush and Ryu Cat for an amazing $5. Thank you, Chris Allen. Hope you are having the best time in Vegas. What does the floor look like for CinemaCon? Little booths in open or closed rooms with screenings. We have not gone yet. We are going this afternoon. Hopefully Chris will be up for it. But my understanding is, this CinemaCon is a convention for theater owners. And so the floor is going to have theater stuff on it. And then it's where the studios basically have presentations to sell their movies.
I'll be right back.
Theater owners. Okay. Yeah. So, part of me gets why I think we haven't been going for the last few years because it's not really critic friendly in terms of, we're really, if they show us movies, we're really not supposed to talk about it. And so we'll see. This will be my first time at CinemaCon. I'm looking forward to it. From MM for $5. Thank you. Godzilla -1 showed that you can make a good movie, technically, aesthetically, emotionally, and not break the bank. More money is not the same. Yeah, the more money is not the same as better films. Absolutely. In fact, we were talking about this at IHOP last night. But for all the money they spent on Godzilla X Kong, and compared to the very simple monster that was in Godzilla -1, what the entire difference between those two films is the story. It's that human story. Godzilla X Kong was about Godzilla versus Kong. Godzilla was the star. Kong was the star. Well, in Godzilla -1, it was the people. And I think that's, just to say, I think we related more to the characters in Godzilla -1 than we did in Godzilla X Kong. You back. All right. So John Thomas for $10. Thank you. Chris watched a cool So Bad It's Good horror, Night of Bad Assdom, Summer Glau, +5 ass, Peter Dinklage, several others I recognize. LARPies Summon a Demon by Accident.
I've seen that movie, Knights of Bad Assdom. It's awesome. Yeah. It's really good. It's directed by Joe Lynch. And I've seen it. It's freaking great. Yeah. Love it. Thanks, John Thomas. Dirt Cookie says, just to clarify, Mickey 17 was only shown at CinemaCon. It's not available online. I saw the trailer a while ago. It looks weird. It's a science fiction movie with Robert Pattinson. So, I haven't heard anything about it. So, all right. Something else here. Let's go.
Yes.
Okay.
If I knew where we were going, I would transition you there.
No, we're going.
But
have you seen the list?
I see this, but you don't go in order. That's the problem.
Are our film festivals dying, getting ill, or just aging out? Another story here from Ted Hope. He has his finger on the pulse, but I've been saying this for years.
Yeah.
I've been saying this for years. Film festivals are not as relevant as they used to be. The latest clue that everything has changed, and when will our behavior catch up? I'm having trouble talking here.
Yeah,
So
that's fine. I'll
Alan
take it.
is going to read this story, or we're going to get the gist of it from the first paragraphs, and then we'll discuss.
Okay, I'm going full screen here. If you really want to escape from hell and build something better, I feel like Ted Hope doesn't offer much hope. If you want to escape hell and build something better, we have to recognize the root cause of our current misery. This post may be crazy math for some, but when you squint your eyes right, secrets are revealed. Okay, let's drill down from some recent issues to see the deeper reason why they have occurred. The cracks look like they're destructive and decay to some, but they also reveal the light where the hope for film gets in. We all exhibit behavior that is contradictory to our stated and presumed goals, at least those of you who are or aim to be participants. Our cinema ecosystem do.
Skip this paragraph.
Did I read that totally wrong? Yeah, where do you want me to go? Okay. Events are now happening that further demonstrate the real truth about the current situation. We have further proof that our industry has completely changed from what it once was, even if we still prefer to look away rather than address it. We have been doing this so long, we accept bad behavior as business as usual. It's not surprising we are so confused. We can't call what we are in the film business anymore, that we can call our previous area of practice indie film.
My particular area of practice.
Indie film. It's not film and it's not indie. It's not even a business for most participants. We really need to fix our language so we say what we mean, and I'm not referring to all those who deliberately don't. But I will save that for another post. Scroll up. You all right? Scroll up.
You're no, just.
I've never read this article, so.
You have a link. You have a link to the article in the planning document. Anyways, go on. Let's go.
Yes, exactly. On the surface, I am writing about film festivals, but only because their current crisis can be used to explain what ails the remains of our business and art form. Did you catch how film festivals took a few significant body blows this past few weeks? The Human Rights Film Festival shut down. 10 Hot Docs programmers left their job, and then their artistic director stepped down. And I don't think it was because the executive director of Sundance left her job. But yeah, that happened too. These changes show something far greater going on under the surface. Meanwhile, Vanessa and I are on tour with our film Invisible Nation right now. We played tons of festivals. It's really a wonderful privilege, and nothing beats a festival audience. We love it and are greatly appreciative of all film fest. We love it and are greatly appreciative of all festivals do. But it is also really hard to keep up the travel and attendance. Some weeks have a different city each day, and we have no distributor to help with this. Some fests fly the director out and give them a hotel room. Some offer a screening fee. That's really awesome, but most say they have budget challenges and can't do anything. They are reducing the number of movies and dates and losing screens and sponsors. They are evaporating before our eyes. What's going on in the festival front? Why is everything so fragile? As wonderful as they are, we have never gotten film festivals fully right. They still held great promise before they caught this current virus. As the recent post on the popcorn list demonstrated, film festivals are primed to use their expertise and processes to elevate both the art and business of cinema. Like everything else, we won't know what we've got until it's gone. America's wonderful web of film festivals has become a gift. America's wonderful web of film festivals has been such a gift that now we will start seeing it unravel. We never unleash. Oh,
That's the gist of the article.
Yeah.
The gist of the article is, and I have said this for the last couple years.
Yes.
Festivals are less relevant now than they used to be. Festivals are going out of business, like stated in the article. People, it's not a sustainable job. Also, for most people who work at film festivals, it's a seasonal job, maybe 3 to 6 months of the year. Alan, what are your thoughts?
No, absolutely true. I monitor film festivals. We look at it every year, which indicates why we go to less and less of them. Weirdly, and it doesn't probably surprise you, but San Francisco Film Festival has been drastically shrunk. In days and in screens. I think a lot of it is, as the article mentions, a lot of people just think, hey, we'll just put on a film festival and we'll show films. And ultimately, I think what Ted Hope is saying here is that we have to kind of reconsider what the strategy of these film festivals are. What point are they? What good are they? And because you just can't have one to have one, because you're going to lose money doing that.
Yeah. Let's look at some of the comments here.
Yes. It's from Jimmy Francis. This is a long-winded explanation of many of the film festivals went woke.
Yep, that was not brought up in the article, but film festivals have always been woke. Like they're always been woke, but they're not gaining new audience. So there you go.
Well, maybe you're saying audiences don't like woke and don't want to go to a film festival that's all woke films. Yeah. From Bill Peschel, film festivals are failing. That's it. Matthew Ryan, that's right. Matthew Ryan, hey, Chris, huge fan. Keep up the good work, brother.
I do my best.
And Bill Peschel also says, to boil it down, what are film festivals for?
Well, I'll tell you what they're for. They're for discovery of new independent movies. That's one of the primary. Also for distributors to find new independent movies and then buy those movies and then release them, right? And then the other thing is to get reviews of movies. Critics can see early screenings of movies and review them, and that's also what it's for. So that's what they're for. But the audience is shrinking, and sponsorships have dried up. Why? Because sponsorships are part of the marketing budgets for companies, and they don't have those disposable funds anymore. They're going towards other things. What are other things going for in corporations? What do you think?
What are the other things in terms of film festival or
corporations that sponsor film festivals?
Well, the economics are
that in the budget for a festival.
Right.
So
no, I'm saying is the for a corporation, these marketing budgets go to sell their products. And if no one is going to these festivals, they're not seeing those products. And so now, why do corporations need to put money into them?
Go ahead.
Yeah, and then from Oliver Labrie Farag, I think Alan was right the first time film festivals become a grift. Yeah. I'll say film festivals, to me, the main reason they exist today is to build buzz, to get people to see it and hopefully talk about it. And I don't know how effective that strategy is either. Mortimer Grimm, you guys should chat with film festival directors. You should chat with film festival director George Lane with Days of the Dead Film Festival. He's not just a horror guy, but has great views on different genres.
Yeah.
All right. From Michael for $10. Awesome. Film Threat has become my favorite live stream, half because I love the subject, half because I love watching Chris and Alan bicker like an old married couple. Thanks for brightening my day.
Hey, Alan, we're in Vegas.
Yeah.
Gay marriage is legal.
Oh, there we go. hate to say it, that gay marriage is legal everywhere. But yes, we could easily do a drive-up marriage.
Well,
Let's do that.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you. Look, I love Alan. We I don't know. We bicker like we're friends. Like I give him shit. He gives me shit, and I think it's funny. Funny. That's
and I'm just saying, I'm reading these things off a tiny screen. I'm reading articles that you've read, but I haven't read.
It's okay. It's okay. But you do have the links, Alan. You have the links.
Yeah, but then I'm reading it like this.
Right. Yeah, what can you do? It is what it is. Hey, just want to remind people that oh wow, look, I'm looking at the front of Film Threat now.
Yes.
And to basically tie in with that film festival article is you don't need to go to a film festival to get your movie reviewed by Film Threat. You can get reviewed on Film Threat now.
It's real easy.
Yeah. How do people do it, Alan?
You go to filmthreat.com/submit-project. It's free to submit your film. We have 30 writers on staff. We try to go through as many as we can, but there are options that will put your film at the beginning of the list, the start of the list.
You're looking at some of the movies that have been reviewed recently on the front page of Film Threat. It's mostly indie movies during the week. On the weekends, we get to the big Hollywood releases, but there are God, I don't know, 5 movies a day reviewed on Film Threat.
Yeah, roughly.
Including short films. So if you are a filmmaker, path of least resistance, go to Film Threat. Up in the upper right corner here, just click submit, and you can submit your film for review and do that. And I don't know of any other outlet that covers as many indie movies as we do, including a movie called Dickweed.
Yes, Dickweed is awesome.
What is that? Is just nuts.
We talked about it. It's about a guy who got kidnapped and had his dick cut off. It's a documentary. It's a documentary.
Yeah. Oh my God, that is the worst. So, Alan, we are going to wrap up early today.
Yeah.
Because we are heading to CinemaCon. I need to get hydrated, and that. And what else can we talk about here? Remember, Film Threat T-shirts cure nudity on contact. If you find yourself naked at some point and you think that that's going to be an issue for you, you should go to shop.filmthreat.com. I'm going to bring it up.
Yeah. In fact, you are right. If you are naked at this very moment, head over to shop.filmthreat.com and cure your ails.
You don't have to continue to suffer nude. You can just get clothes on. And Attack of the Doc, the Blu-ray is available in the shop. Also, lots of t-shirts, different designs. Wait, what's just in? Look at these new designs. I love them.
Oh, I like that first one.
Look, we have a wine tumbler now. That's crazy. So, yeah.
Yes. And you can use the Attack of the Doc Blu-ray to cover up your nasty bits.
That's true. So, there you go. All right. I'm going to try to.
Yeah, we have 2 super chats. Sorry.
Yeah, let's get them.
Okay. For 200 Watt Studio for $2. Chris, I hate the film you love because I haven't seen it.
But I haven't seen it. Like what?
No, Chris 200 Watt Studio hates the movie that you love because he hasn't seen it.
Right. Okay.
Can you imagine arguing with someone who hadn't seen a movie over a movie? Okay. From Pilgrim Media for $2. Thank you. My DVD player ate Attack of the Doc. I'm sad.
Well, your DVD player is happy.
Has good taste. Yeah.
Well, it's a rare disc. So there you go. Al and I are now going to head to CinemaCon. So we will give you an update. I think we'll do some videos and post them for members only. Okay.
Mhm.
Members only videos from CinemaCon. So we'll be there. And then Friday is going to be our trip to CinemaCon and reviews.
Mhm.
Civil War, among other. It's a big review day. A lot of films to talk about. So
and we'll also be at the FNC meetup tonight.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Well, I will be drinking water. I can't wait. Did I forget anything, Alan?
I think we got everything.
Yes. I will rule you one day, Flash Gordon.
Oh my God.
And don't forget our only mod today.
Oh yes, only mod is Ms. P Coffee. Ms. P Coffee, who I'll guess I'll make the announcement now. Ms. P Coffee is going to retire. That's right. When you've been in a job like this, as long as she has, and we really appreciate everything she has done, has elevated what we do here. So we'll do another more coherent tribute later to Miss P Coffee, but we appreciate her, and she's stuck with us through all the chaos and the madness of this show. So thank you to Miss P Coffee, who has joined us here in Vegas.
Yes. And she received a plaque recently.
She received a plaque, and I'll let her decide. Ms. P Coffee face reveal will be coming never. I can tell by her reaction. No, but we appreciate her and thank her. So anybody out there interested in doing what she does, I don't know that she does. I don't know if I could find someone to be able to do such an amazing job, but we are looking for a mod who works behind the scenes with us. So if you're interested, please reach out and let us know, and we'll talk to you. Just go to filmthread.com/ or go to the contact page on FilmThread. And anything else, Alan?
Yeah, and then 200-watt studio for $2. Thanks. Just kidding, Chris.
Oh, that's good. Cool. All right.
I think you finally got what they were referring to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Can anyone tell that I'm out of it?
Yeah.
I sometimes I actually am like, oh, I'm tired, whatever. But I fake it and I keep the energy up, whatever, and I do the show, whatever. I'm legit. I can't fake it. I'm out of it, folks. I'm out of it. So I appreciate you for just, Pedialyte. Wait, Pedialyte. Yes, I'll get it. Razorburn. Thank you.
Yeah.
Wait.
Well, I have Gatorades in the car if you want it.
Oh, okay. Yes, I'm going to Gatorade, whatever. Yes, we watched the show. Why? Why? Is it? Yes. Get some rest.
Yeah.
I didn't do any drugs. Nothing weird.
Well, it just shows how much I carry the show.
Yeah. Ryan Landis says hospital. Yeah.
Hopefully we're not there yet.
Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Thank you so much today. Great hanging out with everybody, and we'll be better on Friday. Better on Friday for sure.
Yeah. All right.
Cool. All right.
We got to end this thing. So let's get out of here.